Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Shay Wilson, thinking big, living bigger, and loving the biggest. Happy Monday, October 30th. Come on with it. Jump on. Let me make sure for Facebook, you know how we do every Monday. Let's get it. Jump on, jump on. I'm going to let you get going. Let me edit my privacy real quick. There we go. Yes. We are in business. Happy Monday. It is a little cooler today. I'm loving it. I got my jacket on. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling very holiday-ish. So let's go with this. Hey, every morning we start with gratitude, appreciation, and what we're thankful for. I am super thankful for a weekend. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done, but it was a good weekend. Having lunch with friends, revelations, insights, new ways of being. I love that kind of stuff. Seeing other people doing well, thinking about. I just love it. I love it. Let me see. Good meals. I'm so appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of the state of mind, knowing how to bounce back out of when you're not feeling that great. Those moments that take you back to your old self. Those and what I mean by your old self, I mean by the feelings of your old self. You're not your old self, but certain things can trigger you, the feeling of it, because your body has practiced those feelings, and you have to know how to get yourself out of those feelings. You hear me? And I know plenty of us are going to get ready to get tested with the holidays coming up. Listen, just because you feel something does not mean you're back to square one. Just because you don't feel 100 doesn't mean that you are not good enough right now, that you're not doing the work. You're doing the work. I need you to understand it right off the top. That just came to me to say, because I was feeling, I felt the weather coming in, and I started feeling kind of like, the holidays are coming. It'll be another holiday being, not in a relationship. And I'm like, I want to be in a relationship when I am in divine timing. I don't want to rush nothing. I don't want to go out there and chase nothing. I want to be absolutely prepared for this person. There's persons that can fit you too, guys. It's not just one soulmate. Understand that. And so I was so appreciative of how I shifted out. It was like, no, that's old stuff. You are no longer yearning. You hear me? I'm gonna use that word yearning for anything that's not in your space right now. We're going to embrace where I am, and I'm going to move through this like a boss. And I don't mean like if you're not moving through it and you're struggling that you're not a boss. All I'm saying is that be very gentle with yourself and say the things that you know that you need to say to you. You know how you need to be talked to. And that wasn't saying those things in a harsh manner. I was saying those things in a manner that, listen, I want to be prepared, and it's healthy and it's loving, and it's in my business and stuff at the place that I want it to be in divine timing. I will meet the person will be attracted, all those things. But what I know is that I'm very, very content and satisfied with where I am, and continuing to grow into more and learn. So there we go. I put it all the way back in, because today we talked about things are very difficult. Things are always difficult when we first start. Understand this. So what the question came up from, what is the difference between being comfortable and content? And that's one of the examples I want to tell you about being content as opposed to being comfortable and just kind of staying where I am without doing something different. My goals and dreams will constantly pull me to do more. Like if you're in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, you have to be equal. Absolutely. Come on, Yolanda. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be equally yoked. And here's the thing. I want a goddess. I keep telling people I want a goddess. And if I gotta want a goddess, and I need to be on that level, which means I need to make sure that I am emotionally healthy. I need to make sure that I am physically healthy. I need to make sure that I am on my P's and Q's on things. I'm already about self-mastery. Those things don't come because because I want a person. Those things are because I am me. I want to be the best I can be, because my contract between the God of my understanding and it works like that. Like, no, I don't get to get out of balance thinking that someone else outside of me validates me. But if that's a catalyst for me to do better, listen, I know the God of my understanding will use whatever it takes for me to get pulled where I need to be and get pushed where I need to be. Because what they say, your pain will push you until your vision pulls you. So thank you, Yolanda. And so that brings us into the question of what is content and what is being comfortable. And here's the thing. Let me give you this definition of comfort. Means a state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. A comfort zone is a place or situation where one feels safe and at ease and without stress. All right. Content means a state of happiness or satisfaction, a state of peaceful happiness. And so here was what I was telling a friend of mine about what the difference between being comfortable in a relationship or on a job or what have you, is that comfort, you're comfortable, you know it, but you may not be growing. More than likely, you're not, because you're comfortable. And what it said is that a state of physical ease. Just because you have physical ease, first of all, indicates to me that you're not trying to do anything different, not trying to grow out of that anything different. But your physical ease does not mean that you're not miserable, you're not frustrated, you're not resentful, you're not aggravated, you're not longing for something different. What comfort does, though, it zaps your hopes and your dreams. Comfort, you'll stay there and you will stop growing, but it's good because you've been here, you know how it goes, you've been on that job for a while, you know how everything's going, you know all the nuances of the job. You're the person they come to, but you're underpaid, you're not happy, and you just stay there because it's comfortable. Well, I'm just gonna stay here till, for instance, until I retire. Well, shoot, how long is that? What, 5, 7, 8 more years? You're gonna be miserable 5, 7, 8 more years? Listen, that's what comfort will do. That's what comfort and fear. That's what, or in a relationship, you done let yourself go. I put up a post this weekend about we let ourselves go. We've been in a relationship. We know we've been there. We know they love us and we doing good basically, but you're not. You're not happy with you. You've let yourself go physically. You're not happy on the job. You're very frustrated with life and everything. You don't have a lot of energy because you've gained a lot of weight. So you're coming home, you're very frustrated. You just kind of sit on the couch, and your partner had decided, okay, I'm gonna start moving and I'm gonna start doing different things. I'm gonna take care of my health. I'm gonna start going for different things, and that intimidates you, and it makes you, and you become envious because you're not doing it. Comfort will make you stay right there and just look at it and be like you don't know what else to do, and you want them to stop as opposed to you getting going. That's what comfort will do. Comfort will keep you right there and will have you thinking, oh, I'm good, until you're not. And then it's like, and I always say life always helps us. What we can't do for ourselves, sometimes life will come in and just wake us up. Like, listen, you've been asleep a long time. You've been desiring this for a long time. You just wasn't doing it for yourself. Well, let me just help you. And sometimes, most of the time, all the time, that is usually painful. Usually painful. You hear me? I mean, like I say, it's usually pretty painful if we don't do it on our own. It's not to beat us up or say that life is just against us. It's just usually like, hey, let me help you. Let me help you. So comfort is a place that, we get in our comfort zones, and we know that we are evolving beings. We will desire something subconsciously, or we'll be thinking about it. And so once we are thinking about it, and then we pray about it, you have now become, remember, God will give us what we ask for. Ask and it shall be given. That's true. It's done. What happens to us is that because we don't see it, we don't believe it, and we have not aligned with what we've asked for. If we're asking for more, that means we have to be more. You hear me? If you're asking for more, that means we have to grow into more, which means we're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to do things that are new to you, and all things are tough. Like if you have to learn how to communicate, those things are tough because it triggers things internally. Understand that. And so you have to be gentle with yourself. All things are hard when you first start, but you have become something different. You just don't realize it yet. You're still aligning in the energy of your old self, lamenting the fact that you're not at the new self. And so you're going to have to move. So contentment will be you satisfied with where you are and you continue to grow. That's the difference for me. There's an energy level that runs with that. I'm content with where I am. I'm good. I'm satisfied, but I'm going to keep growing. Out of that joy, out of that fulfillment that I have right here, I know there's more. So my energy is like, I can do more. I can do more. I know I can exhaust my potential. I can do more. And so, okay, what happens for many of us is that we get comfortable. We start using age as a reason. We start using this as a reason. We start looking at life as a reason for staying where we are. And then we become very constricted, very rigid, very joyless, very passionless. We'll start being grouchy. We'll become very fearful because we're not moving. And I mean moving your body. I mean moving your mind, studying your mind. I mean intentionally being appreciative and stating what you're appreciating, what you're grateful for, thankful for. I mean intentionally starting to meditate and do prayers. Listen, prayers are one thing. And studying the Bible is one thing, but you must read other things. You must study other things. Prayer is one aspect. You're talking. Meditation is you're sitting and letting God talk to you. But you listen, some of us, and here's the thing. Prayer, we're talking from our own consciousness. We haven't allowed the expansive universe spirit to talk to us, to give us the responses. We half of us don't know what the God of our understanding's voice sounds like to us. We don't know because we don't stop enough to know. We stay busy, we stay moving, we stay this because we don't know what else to do. I have learned that I get more done doing less because I'm more intentional about what I'm doing. Because I'm kind of listening to spirit, how you want me to move with this. I'm not just doing this so I can be validated. I'm not just doing this because I want to be validated. This is part of my purpose. This is part of my purpose. And even if it's imperfect, I do it anyway because what I do love is encouraging people. One of my gifts is encouraging people. That's been from a long time. Encouraging. So I walk in this, even if it's not that, even somebody thinks, oh, it's not that great. It's not, or I think it's not. I still get up and say what I think that spirit wants me to share. And so we have to get that idea of being comfortable and being content in order in our minds, and ask yourself, am I just being comfortable, or am I reaching for doing better? Now, this is the thing. You're not just doing things if you're comfortable because you're doing it. You're doing it because you're inspired to do it. Like if it's working out, you've been saying it for years and you've told yourself, well, I'm never going to be able to lose the weight. Then that's probably your spot. If you've been from your inner being, your passion has said you need to start this, then it's time. That's comfort zone. Comfort zone to keep you back here. Like you'll come home and do the same thing over and over and over again because it's comfortable. It's comfortable. If anything changes, we get upset. But content will always be reaching for something new, or a new idea, or something more adventurous, or studying, or even if it's picking up a book and you say, man, I haven't read in a long time, but I've been wanting to. Those things from our desires, what I was reading was that our desires, our innermost desires, is God speaking to us. What happens, though, is we talk ourselves out of it. Because we can't see it. We're looking at our bank accounts. We're looking at where we are, so we can't see it. That matters not. If we truly believe that all things are possible, then you write it down. You don't have to know the how. You start aligning with the feelings of having it. How would I feel if I had it? Oh, I would be this. I'll do this. I'll feel this. I'll be fulfilled. I'll be basking. I'll feel blissful. All these things. And then start taking action, inspired action. Some of us kind of know what to do, and start moving that way, one step at a time, one moment at a time. How we talk to ourselves matters. I can't say that enough. When we say negative things to ourselves, our body will physically react to it. Understand what I'm saying? Your body will physically react to it. You'll know you said something or thought something negative because your body reacts to it. When I think something positive or happy, when I'm in alignment, my body responds to it. I'm like, yes, I'm on it. I am in the flow. So those are the things. I hope this was helpful. All things are hard and difficult when we first start. If you haven't been really good at communicating, then and you need to get help, maybe you need to get a therapist, a counselor, somebody to help you, or read some books to help you, then start doing it. That is uncomfortable, trying to communicate with someone that's used to you not being able to communicate, and they done got frustrated, stop talking to you, and now you're trying to communicate, you're looking at their reaction to you, and that's real easy to stop right there. Don't. This is for you and how you want to be. Some say don't do a vision board once a year, do it monthly. We could. Hey, I think so too. It's all in what you can do once a year. I think once a year is too long. I absolutely, because what you're trying to do with a vision board is reprogram your mind. The vision board also is you knowing that that's going to come true and you aligning with it. Most people just do a vision board, just leave it. But the vision board is that you got to know that meditating and prayer and your visualization on a daily basis to remind yourself of that's who you are and where you're going. That's what you have. That's what you have. So yes, I agree. I think that, and I don't know about doing it doing a vision board per se, but I think you need to visualize for sure. Your visualization practice needs to be on point, and that's a daily thing. That's if you look at the six phase meditation by Vishnu Lakhiant, you can look at that. That's one. The 6 phase meditation will help you to do that on a daily basis. I would encourage you to look at that. And anything like that, you're gonna rock it. You're gonna rock it. But the other thing is that knowing once you start doing this, you'll know when you're out of alignment. If you're not feeling appreciative, you're not feeling love, if you're not in joy or feeling abundant, these are things at the highest levels of vibration. Okay, the highest levels, the highest frequency. When you're feeling love, and that doesn't mean you have a partner. I feel love all the time. It's not just having at a person. It's love for ourselves. Yeah, you keep your goal and focus. Absolutely, that's exactly what you're doing. If you do it every year, like everybody does things at the beginning of the year, you forget because life is still lifing. So you have to make sure that you're focusing on that, and not just focusing, not just affirming. You must feel the feelings. That's the biggest thing. You must practice the feeling of having it and letting it go. Now, what happens though when we do it every day is that we get caught up in seeing that it's not there. So you're not in abundance when you do that. You're looking at lack. You're like, I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. Now I get caught up with that every now and then, and I feel it, and I have to bring myself out of it. Because you will start looking, especially when you've been working really hard, you're trying your best, you've been grinding, you got your head down, you know the goal, and you're doing all the things that you need to prepare yourself for it, and you don't see it yet, you're like, man. Or you take your eyes off your vision and you look at other people, and then you start comparing yourself, and that's like a death trap. That will send your vibration spiraling down, because you start looking at people like, man, I'm doing so much, and ain't nothing happening, God, what's going on? And you have to stop yourself. You have to stop yourself and know that it's done, and continue to prepare and trust in divine timing. And trust in divine timing. Your walk is not like anyone else's. That's huge for us, because we have shiny, flashy friends that's doing amazing, and we want to celebrate them. We don't want to take away from them by getting in our feelings about why we're not where we're supposed to. We don't want to do that. You now negate what they're doing and all the work that you have done. So you want to keep moving in the spirit. So once you catch yourself, that's where the meditation, that's where the breath work comes in. That's where the reminding yourself of who you really are. That's where the affirmations come in, and then just kind of sitting. But if we get so wrapped up, we get caught up, we get knocked out before we even know that we over here feeling bad for one reason or another, because we haven't been paying attention to we haven't been mindful of what we're thinking, mindful of what we're saying, and how we're moving. Yeah, we got this. We got this. It sounds like a lot, but this is the things that we've been talking about, faith, and for years and years and years and generations. Now we have the science and everything to back it up, but I wanted to bring it through the two words of being content and being comfortable. Those are great. So I hope my friend who was asking the question has jumped on, or she'll see it later on when she gets up. But have an amazing, amazing day. If any of this helped you, guide you, or resonated you marinating on it, or that's from Shay, I was thinking about that the other day, please comment, let me know. I would love to hear that from you. Let's rock it. It's a new week. Let's rock it. Let's rock it. Have an amazing, amazing day. I am Shay Wilson, thinking big, living bigger, and loving the biggest. Let's go. Bye, guys.